practicing for the big race on Sunday, there's a number of other factors. Right now we have cloudy skies, but by race time we could have sunny skies. So they're practicing right now to determine their overall race strategy. And by race time, things could be totally different. Cold air and high pressure are the ultimate horsepower producers. Have you ever noticed your car runs a little bit better under high pressure and cold air? You'd notice it even more if you had 400 horses at the rear wheel. There it is, Brad Trav Ultra Retro Weather. I should have brought the chalkboard out, I guess. But as we take a look, here's our frontal battery, and this is why those...
It might be part of the problem there. You got nice height on that dive, but it looks...
I guess the weight gives me more height the heavier you are. Is that or just theory, or?
That might be a little theory there, I think. But you look good. You look good you look good all the way until you hit the water. I think that...
Is my splash too big? In case you're wondering where I am, I mentioned earlier we are at Point Mallard for the Spirit America Festival. It begins this weekend. We're going to be talking a lot more about the Steel Timberline series. Some of you may have seen that on ESPN. It's where they chop wood and do this hot saw, and then they do the dancing on the logs. Take a look at this axe right here. I'm not going to be cutting your rain chances with that for certain. We're going to talk more about... You love it, don't you? 48 Storm Team meteorologist Brad Travis. This is my wife Brenda. This will be our second Christmas together and our third Christmas here in North Alabama. So far, we haven't had to use the snow shovel since we've been here. Maybe things will change this year. From us to you, happy holidays. Hey, I stayed within the limits of the law. I just happened to get lucky on a few of those green lights. I'm at the liar's table though, Ryan, so some of this forecast may not be so accurate. The biggest liar amongst us, though, it's got to be Tom Kennemer. Said he was going to be here at 5:30.
Can I have your biscuit, please?
Yeah, why don't you...
I'll clean your table.
I wanted these over easy, Tom.
Melbourne. Brad, what can you tell us about the situation there in Florida?
Well, last night as we came down, of course, we did see the gas problems, people running out of gas, and you really couldn't tell there was a hurricane on the way, with the exception of the evacuation, all the people moving to the north. You really get a true idea of it as you head to the coast, and that's where we are. As we take a look at the sea's now at about... Where you from? Really warm, huh? Thank you for coming by. We'll be sure to visit out there at the Madison Square Mall. Don't forget, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Here's your forecast for...
Here we are.
Hey, it's me. We're coming with me first. But see, I'm in front of my desk, so the secret has been revealed. It's Friday, so I'm going to stand up to do this one. My chalkboard is getting larger. We have showers down to the west. That's where most of them are today. You have to be prepared for all of these. FF, put it to work for you, because we believe it could save your life during severe weather.
Remind us that weather conditions can change suddenly. That's why WAFF 48 has a dedicated team of meteorologists covering the weather, rain or shine. Jay Prater, Dan Schmidt, Brad Travis. 3 meteorologists with...
That's one heavy door. Finally made it up to the top. We're up about 10 stories, so if you ever wanted to know what it looked like beyond the paint job on the outside, well, here's your first look at it. As we take a look around, we've got this area back here. This is the back of this radar, and this is just a huge dish, similar to a satellite dish.
We track storms.
Well, we've been tracking a lot of different types of weather and different types of storms here over the past couple of weeks, and it's really hard to focus in on severe weather. Next week, we start March. Severe weather season begins now, and this is Severe Weather Awareness Week. Athens tonight, right off of Highway 31, the 48 Storm Team behind me in the building in Southern Family Markets programming NOAA weather radios. If you don't have one, first off, you need to have a NOAA weather radio, and they've come up with a new one, a new version over the past 4 or 5 years. It's called the SAME. It stands for Same Area, Specific Area Message Encoding. Almost a hurricane, winds close to 70 miles per hour, and moving west-northwest rather rapidly at 14 miles per hour. So any change in this hurricane will happen fast. Hurricane warnings out for South Florida and the Keys. A closer look, the center of circulation. Where you live, we're going to see highs tomorrow close to 80 degrees after overnight lows around freezing. Southwest winds, a little breezy out there, about 10 to 15. Lows in the 30s in the metro area. Highs again.
Well, I think we can all agree the safest place when faced with a tornado and the twisting winds
is in a storm shelter. Nice, comfortable shelter like this. You've got cable TV, a NOAA weather radio, and electricity. But I know a lot of us do not have the luxury of a storm shelter. So let me show you what else you can do. Well, for some of you, staying safe from the storm may involve being in a second-story apartment. There aren't too many options here, but the best option would be to find a closet or find some sturdy furniture like this pool table or maybe a piano bench.
Buck snort, so
Could cause some improvements.
close.
Got it?
And warm frost, particularly out in the counties. Breezy and warm beginning late tomorrow afternoon and right on into the weekend. We're still talking temperatures near 80 degrees by Sunday, and that could set up for a significant Veterans Day storm. South, take another look at this thunderstorm here. Very dangerous storm as it's going to pass to the south of Athens. Put this on its side. This is to the west of Decatur, and it's moving to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. Let's take this full screen. I'm going to check the printer here. See if we have
The neatest feeling is knowing that he's got all his fingers and toes and everything's there, and that there are no surprises.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2. Here in the heart of the valley, our weather can change in an instant. I'm WAFF 48 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to remain weather aware, stay weather aware. Okay. 3, you ready?
You may have a lot of lawsuits on your hand because now everything is sue, sue, sue.
Oh yeah, I didn't put them in the right place.
Because you didn't prevent it.
That's probably right.
Someone
You talking
called
about
him.
this renter right here?
Yeah.
That old man?
No, his son.
My husband got here.
Oh yeah.
So they,
Oh, was he outside too?
Yeah, he was on a chain.
Really?
Yeah. See, I got a fix where you can get on the front porch when it rains.
You saving the big stuff? Yeah. All right. The weather in the heart of the valley can change in an instant. I'm WAFF 48 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, and I can't stress enough how important it is to stay weather aware when severe weather threatens. To stay weather aware, right?